second 180 for Noppert. He's already threatening to
81.
canter away with this game.
Well, if you can beat Jose here, it would be a rarity. Because it's only the 7th time they've met, only I say. He's only beaten him once. The other 5 times, and it's the last 5 times, Jose de Sousa has been victorious. Now, admittedly, they haven't played each other for about 18 months. And in that time, Jose has regressed a touch. And Danny Noppert, arguably, has improved. He's constantly there, picking up chunks of money, and big chunks of money. And that's what's put him up to the top 10 in all the ranking lists. The Pro Tour Order of Merit, which is how they seed these, the overall Order of Merit, the world rankings, the European Championship. You've got Danny Noppert at number 10, bang on, as things stand.
In the overall Order of Merit, if Noppert wins this tournament and Johnny Clayton loses to his countryman Martin Kleermaker tonight, jumps up to number 7 in the world.
And you'd struggle to say that that's not a deserved position, because he does look like a top 10 player, even if he's not quite at the level of Van Gerwen and Price.
Well, a mark of how well Noppert's played is that Jose is averaging 99 and he's only had 2 goals at a double.
Yeah, it's one of those that's... Jose isn't getting darts at the end of legs, is it? So he's just having scoring visit after scoring visit, and it's still not doing enough, because Noppy's not letting him off. I mean, he's hit his last 4 consecutive darts at double, Danny Noppert, so if there's a chance, it just goes. 82 left. Sorry, 72 left, so double-double. Well done, Jose.
One thing I have noticed with Jose is that he does tend to ask the ref a lot more often these days. So we are seeing fewer miscounts. Might be completely irrelevant if Noppert can get the treble 20. And then the bullseye for a whitewash win.
105.
One match dart has come and gone.
Well, there will be no whitewash.
Maximum maybe to leave double 4.
140.
A parting gift from Jose? It might be. It's a 4th maximum. But Danny Noppert has already missed 1 match start for a 6-0 win. He's going to get a couple more for a 6-2 victory. And it's double top, where he likes to do his business. And he likes to do his business on the final day of Euro Tours as well. But he's not there yet.
Well, surely it's going to be 1 tops for Jose. Hat-trick, maybe. A hat-trick of tops. Jose de Searle, as he might now be known.
But he is already 111 points behind, and that is growing. It is a very strong leg on throw when Danny Noppert really needed it.
Yeah, it's strange, really, because even though he's lost the last 4 legs, I've not got the impression that Noppert's wilting. Jose's just been playing well.
Well, loads of time to see this off. He hits the ball to leave tops. And that is a superb 11-darter to win it and snuff out the de Sousa fight back.
Once again, Matters Rasmus showing his proficiency on treble 19.
I don't think he should be going for treble 19 on 225, but he does have a way out if he does. Yeah, the right thing to do. Now you move. I think the bullseye's the play here. That's dangly, that one. The last thing you want to do is have another dart on the floor, whether it's dart 3 or one that's already in the 60.
105 left, so the bull was sensible.
Absolutely the right play.
Not Not quite what he wanted, but 96 is a nice 2-dart checkout to leave.
See how nice it is when Rob's got 2 darts at double 18. Oh, that's brilliant. Really, really good. Some people bring their managers, their agents, their children, their partners, their brothers, their sisters. Sometimes they can have a massive effect on your weekend. Big 18.
94.
He's never going to go for the bull, which made it even more interesting that he went for the 57.
Yeah, I think he went for that with the plan in mind that he was going to go for the single 18.
32.
Well, double 6 is part of his arsenal. He does like it there. And he does like double 16 on this occasion. It's now 4-2. He's making his presence felt as Razma has just started to wilt a little bit.
To throw first.
4 in this match. That's a really good haul for him. And 5 out of 9 on the doubles. Well, you will associate that with Rob because he's one of the best doubles hitters on the planet.
Gets a lot of 2 treble visits like that. That's where he can build his scoring power rather than the maxes.
Well, look on the bright side, Rob. You're probably not going to need the bull on a 1-2-9. Unless you do something silly, like go 25 for treble 18 and bull. I didn't think so. There you go.
Yeah, that was an instant rejection of the
I
bull.
would have been so tempted in his spot there because he's had so many near misses. I would have said, right, one last try. But I think he did exactly the right thing.
32.
So double 16 then for Rob Cross. Well, for his standards, that was wild. Double 8's not wild, though. Rob Cross seals a 6-3 win against a frustrated Manas Razma.
Yeah, guaranteed 1 dart at the outer ring. He's going aggressive. Okay, double 13.
68.
He is leaving odd numbers, like 3 and 13. That's never a good sign.
And the thing is, the reason he's ended up on 13 is because of the previous visit not being good. If it had been tidier, neater, he wouldn't have found himself in that position.
54.
It is throughout the whole leg that leads up to these finishing situations.
Everybody likes double 4.
And
usually.
like double 2.
He doesn't mind that. The only person who doesn't like double 2 is Johnny Clayton.
3-2, 5 legs in, all holds of throw.
Oh, and there it is. Shot over. So Dolan has a chance for the lead and a break of throw. And on his doubles, he's been dynamite. 3 hits from 4 compared to Peter's 3 from 9.
41.
It's another poor score from 1-2-1. 3 legs running he's done that. Now he won one of those legs, he lost the other one. What about this one? Great dart, Brendan Dolan, double 18.
18.
Real opportunity there.
This is where you've got to stay straight. You can hear what the crowd want. He gets 2. And he can't replicate what he did for his first World Championship in hitting double 10.
To hit the front in this game for the first time. And the history maker glances in off that one to go 4-3 up.
Still a very sticky situation for Snakebite because Dolan has got time. He was never going to go for that bull, as much as he likes a 1-6-1.
Yeah, I wonder if Peter Wright in that situation might have gone for it with the manner in which he's played this game this evening. It strikes me that he may have done.
Oh, Peter's hit the best 1-6-1 I've ever seen on the European Tour in Sindelfingen back in 2017 when he bageled Van Gerwen in the final.
Is that better than the 1-6-1 Brendan Dolan hit for a double start 9-darter?
Yeah, but that was in Ireland. That wasn't on the European Tour.
That's
He wants to stay straight here. It's proven to be a brilliant decision. It's not a bad result, that.
Brendan Dolan has only reached the final day of a European Tour once this year. That was in Leverkusen, and that's when he got a walkover because Luke Humphries was taken ill. He is not going to book his place in the final day just yet, but he is 2 darts away right now.
You can tell who Prague wants to win, and they like that. They like that. They love that.
Peter Wright with the highest checkout of the game. Make him count, Peter. That is the bare minimum he would have expected from himself.
That is a great ton, considering the previous visit was the same leading up to dart 3. He stayed really focused there to give himself a really winnable position.
15 darts thrown from the pair of them in this leg. And Brendan Dolan is stranded. He led 5-3, but Wright turns it around. He has had a number of tough Saturdays on the European Tour this year.
Mike de Decker overcame another Euro Tour specialist, if we can call him that, Ian White. 6-4 yesterday. It was a 96 average, which is around about the seasonal average that de Decker is posting. Maybe a little bit more than that.
He's not posting it at the minute, is he? And Michael Van Gerwen is flying around the board. I think he was going for treble 8. He might have been going for treble 16, but he's going in that ballpark, probably between the two. And this is a 10-dart leg, the best we've seen this weekend. What a guide. Another great guide. And somehow he's crammed it in the 2 microns between the guides and the wire.
Well, it was great grouping.
Yes, it was.
They place. Oh. This is getting silly.
He was on for a 10-darter. Well, that's the first time I've seen Mike de Decker smile, actually, all weekend. Usually a man who portrays all the emotional range of a microwave when he's up on stage.
Right, another go. 3rd time lucky perhaps. That's how much of an impact he's had on this sport. Another one. Double 16.
Nearly having a big impact on this leg. 10-40 for de Decker would leave him tops.
83.
It's a horrible deflection. Van Gerwen has not been great on tops. How's double 16 working out for him? Pretty similar by the looks of it. He has already missed 14 darts at double in this game.
Oh. Well, that's a great adjustment from what was a pretty horrible attempt at tops.
Well, I thought Mike de Decker might have a chance in this game because I thought his scoring power might keep him in it. What's actually kept him in it is Michael Van Gerwen having a tough time on the doubles. He doesn't go 14 and full. Now, Van Gerwen will say that is the right choice. The probability is he has a bigger chance of winning the leg. But there's a danger. And that danger nearly made itself apparent.
Always a big call when you refuse a big shot, but Michael Van Gerwen is vindicated.
when he's been good, he has been good. He's not been good often enough in this game, Decker. A 92 average is... Look, it's more likely to trouble Michael van Gerwen nowadays than it was a few years ago. But it's not been enough to trouble him tonight, not seriously. Because MVG, even though that last start doesn't find the mark, is going to get a chance to win the match.
Yeah, the legs that MVG has won as De Decker looks to maybe leave with a flourish. The legs that MVG has won, De Decker has not been close enough. Double 9 for the win. Michael van Gerwen advances into round 3 with another really clinical performance of sorts.
Who wants Carroll to be eliminated here tonight? They want to come back tomorrow and cheer him on against somebody else. And that is little Sedlacek. I had the pleasure of meeting that little lady on Thursday. What a cutie pie she is.
Yeah, a real family affair for Karel Sedlacek this weekend in Prague. Already he's looking for a 2-0 advantage. On the ball. That has got them rousing.
Wow.
Yeah, to our immediate right, there are a few more reserved faces, a few more nervous faces.
You know what, Dan, as well? This has got the feeling of Graz 2018, which is something that Joe probably doesn't want to know about. That was a heartbreaking weekend for him. But it's hot in there. It's hot on that stage. And it's very biased, which is exactly what Johnny Clayton had against Mensah Suljovic.
Well, all Joe Cullen really wants is to be in a European Tour event on a Sunday, because the last 2 occasions he's been eliminated at the first hurdle by Stephen Bunting and Matt Campbell. Double 14 for a 145. That'll get him going. And all of a sudden, a bit of a hush.
Evil Charlie. Yeah, right. Now, you might think Cullen is a harder game. I'm not so sure. I think the harder game is playing Sedlacek here. No shot at ball. That was a big miss at the treble 18, and Cullen has got to take advantage.
He's got to take this. He isn't going to.
57.
He's getting lots of shots at tops. He's already had 7 more darts at a double than Cullen, and this is only leg 5.
Right in the middle. Karel Sedlacek.
2 treble visits have been excellent.
And here's another strange thing. In the middle of this general, the Cullen standards mediocrity, he popped in a 145.
140.
That's the only shot he's had at double in the whole match. I've got to be honest, I didn't expect this. 2-4. I didn't expect Joe's level, and I didn't expect Carroll's level. And Cullen must find something to swell his confidence. He can't afford to let Sedlacek get to 5 in this leg. Second time he's gone for the double 18 to try and approach a double. Second time he's been low, only just. Sedlacek will give more raptures to this crowd if he hits double 8. And there it is, 5-1.
Because come what the autumn, he might find himself having to qualify for the Euro Tours.
But just imagine for a second, will you, as he hits his 5th 180 of this contest. Sedlacek still hasn't got any. If he can get out of this with a win somehow, what would that do for him? Double 14. He can own that double. He's got to be one of the premier players on that double. In this leg and left 170. Sedlacek might get a dart for the match. Not yet. But if Cullen hits this, the only way to describe it is seismic.
If Cullen hits this, I think we're getting a reaction. The bullseye. Oh! 145. That is agony. Agony for Joe Cullen.
Wow. That was so close to being the shot of the tournament. He has given this comeback everything he's got. But ultimately, Sedlacek is on the cusp of the final day.
Karel Sedlacek continues into round 3. And the Czech fans have someone to hang their hats on, defying a spirited comeback, a world-class mega comeback from Joe Cullen.
Getting paired up with some horrible, horrible draws.
But you look at the minute, and I'll tell you what, let's not look too far ahead. Let's look at this match, for example. Humphries is way inside the top 16.
80.
If Ross Smith is not in the top 16 come match play draw, this could be the first round.
56. Russia require 105.
Well, what does he want to do here? Is he thinking bullseye? 25 leaves 2 tops? Or is he going to stay on that trusty 60?
Down for the treble 15, which he gets, and it leaves double top. He's moving because that dart is slightly obscuring it. Oh, lovely manoeuvre. Excellent stuff. There's little baby Rowan. But that could be a factor, and you would think if it is a heat issue, that becomes more of a factor as the game goes on, because it ain't going to get any cooler in here.
And as the season progresses and we go to Sindelfingen, Trier, some other places that he may visit in his career, places like Australia, New Zealand, New York, they're pretty hot too.
81.
Fair to say that Ross will not be happy with this performance. Humphries should be gobbling this up, and that's exactly what he's done there with the first hold of throw in the match in 13 darts.
That pressure, that sort of sense of urgency and panic, it can get in the way of you just doing what you're trained to do.
And what's more as well, Dan, based on the likelihood of 180s from Ross Smith this season, and indeed the last couple of years, we're in leg 5. He should have at least 3 by now.
Well, you'd think he'd have a couple. You really would. Okay. Goes to the ball. That's bold.
82.
That's the peril of it. That last dart, I'm going to call it questionable. I saw earlier from Aspinall a 153. He had 65 and 1 dart left and went treble 11. Maybe that was the play. This is the play for this shot. That's magnificent from Ross Smith. Just based on the way he's been playing lately, I think he's ripe for one.
Certainly been very good, and he does have some experience in big stage 9 darters, of course, Johnny the Ferret. That is a poor visit, and Ross Smith has really handed the initiative to top seed Luke Humphries here.
Stay there. Set it up. Good job, as they say in North America.
Well, he has looked a little bit dodgier on the finishing than Ross Smith, who has been very good on the outer ring. Where's he? Oh, he's gone to the ball. Okay.
Oh, I like that play, actually. Double 8. Got to close him out. For a second, he thought he might have hit the 11 there.
28.
And I think it took him off his stride. Hitting that 25 was genius, leaving this shot because it's more gettable.
Oh, no. Drags it into the 3 segment. The chance disappears immediately.
27.
Oh, and he's not taken a big lump out of it, but he has left the 105, which he's taken out already in this match. Is that too close? No, it is not. He moves to the right. And that is a 5-4 lead. And Ross Smith, he thinks the writing is on the wall.
Yeah, the old throwing of the towel on the table as if to say, oh, not again. 105 plus needed. There's the 105, but it's not up to him. Humphries, all he needs is 71 more.
Yeah, don't go down in increments of 1, Luke. That would be my advice.
32.
Well, we said the 170 has been no stranger to us this weekend. It nearly turned the game on its head in Cullen versus Sedlacek. It would do the same here. Ross Smith, the bullseye. Oh, it's the thing has happened.
45.
Just like Rob Cross earlier, he can't buy a bull. Tops. Humphries is through by 6 legs to 4. And a big puff of the cheeks for Cool Hand Luke.
It makes no sense. Mind you,
85.
I mean, you wouldn't want them to dish out a swimming costume to them as a present and take their photos up on stage like that.
A pair of Speedos.
Yeah, I mean, unless, of course, it's the glorious weekend when Steve Beaton becomes the Austrian Darts Open champion. But let's not dwell too much on that.
44. Johnny require 161.
Become something of a signature shot for him lately. It's not going to happen.
60.
Absolutely no business at all with a bullseye to leave a 2-darter. Johnny Clayton keeping things simple.
140.
But I bet he wishes he hadn't. Single 9 for double 16. What do we know?
The crowd trying to get involved. I'm not exactly sure what they're clearing for. Is it Martine or is it Johnny?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
still cheering for Karol Sedlacek?
Yeah, I don't know if they've tired themselves out a bit after the Sedlacek match.
Right. As was prophesied, Johnny Clayton leaves 161. Didn't get near it first time. Got the first treble the second time. Third time around, Johnny the Ferret Clayton, no.
It's almost like he's upgraded himself because it used to be 1-2-1.
Yeah.
He's thinking, I need to challenge myself. 1-2-1's too easy, frankly.
Well, what he is doing better, because last time he left 64, this time he leaves 24, and this time he takes it out for a 13-darter. Kleermaker needing a ton-plus check out of his own. Does get a chance at tops. Tops goes sailing high again.
Johnny require 56.
So at tops.
Oh.
Well, it's been a display of faffing from Clayton. He's faffed on that outer ring. And it's similar faffage from Kleermaker. The second time he's dragged that dart at double 5 into the single bed.
Well, nobody's finishing well. Johnny Clayton. And he's throwing that out the board.
What are you doing?
That's ridiculous behaviour from Johnny Clayton, because he could come back, and he's cost himself a dart at double.
3 score.
Johnny Clayton should be having 3 darts at double here. He could be winning his 3rd leg of the match on double 1, ridiculously. That's what he's going for. I told you it's his favourite double. He loves that double.
It almost spurs the other one on to do the same. These two have been dragging each other down at the latter end of legs.
Yeah.
Kleermaker's had chances.
But again, a brilliant scoring leg from Johnny Clayton means he's going to get opportunities. How many does he need? Treble 19. For double 12. For double 6. And that will do it. The best leg of the match, a 12-darter from Johnny the Ferret Clayton.
No matter the heat, 1-2-1 for Dimitri, and he's got 71 left after that bullseye. So probably the treble 13 now. He's not being put under a massive amount of pressure in this leg, and Dimitri's at a nice level.
I think what Dimitri could really do with is a relatively comfortable win. He's not been used to winning games. He's been eliminated in the quarter-final of 7 of his last 8 Premier League nights. Up against the elite, he struggled, but he's not struggling here against Stefan Belmont. Yeah, it was an unlucky deflection that denied him a max there.
56.
This is just what Van den Berg will have hoped for. Obviously a really good performance from himself, and not much resistance from Belmont. What we're watching is a major champion against someone who's been on the cusp of winning a tour card, but has generally been a Challenge Tour associate member player.
So far, so good for the Belgian. How's his bullseye this time? Just checking Stefan's position. That's another wired bullseye.
Stefan, you require 63.
I think all the players will be getting together and checking that it's a regulation-sized ball.
It might actually be shrinking as the dart gets nearer.
Yeah, just the heat does funny things to a dartboard.
If in doubt, hit the middle. That's what I say. And that is pretty much towards the middle of that double top bed. I think it's a good play in these conditions. The last thing you need is a fringe. Does it make drip? Oh, there's a 180 for Stefan.
Or the Ryan Searle locks. Mind you, I don't think he's bothered, really.
No, I don't think he is. Look at that from Dimitri, though. In response to that first maximum of the Swiss player, he belts his fourth. Good thinking from the Swiss player again. Good counting, but just couldn't execute. That's a really interesting costume.
Yep.
Someone's come as Salt Bae.
Salt Bae loves the darts.
He's holding a World Cup.
Yeah, he's come to the two biggest sporting spectacles on the planet. The World Cup final and the European Tour.
Yeah, good choice. What a leg from the Belgian captain. 46 after 9. He's not wilting. Far from it. He's hotting up. His first 9 in this game. Very acceptable. And it might just be a renewing of maybe the development to a rivalry of the last 10 years in the next round with Humphries and Van den Berg. I'm convinced, you know.
You've written extensively that you think there could be yin and yang in the world of darts in the next 10 years.
I really do think within 5 years that will be a world final. I don't think the end of this game is very far away. Belmont's played all right, but he's only had 3 darts at double. He just cannot score heavy enough to worry Van den Berg. Even if he hits a max here, he's counting on Van den Berg missing the match shot.
70 points separates Dimitri Van den Berg from another meeting with Luke Humphries. He gets 2 cracks at double 8. And double 8 he hits. Dimitri Van den Berg seals the Saturday action with a 6-2 victory against Stefan Belmont.